Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ebi Weime, and today we'd like to talk about leaking, because I've gotten lots of questions about why is my cup leaking, and I know it can sound horrifying, but it's not really horrifying. So there's so many reasons, okay, actually very few reasons as to why your cup would leak. One would be it could be the wrong size, or the most common one that I find is when the cup is not completely open. So how do you make sure that your cup is open? First of all, okay, so I'm going to use the glass to demonstrate. Hope you guys can see. I'm going to use the cup to demonstrate. And again, the basics. So you can see there are 4 holes. I don't know if you can see the holes over there, but there are holes. Yeah, there. The holes are 4 in total, and the holes are the ones that form a seal, a suction seal that makes sure that when it's completely open, there are no leakages. So how do you insert? You fold it like that. There's so many other ways to fold. I'll make maybe a video in future about other folds, but this is the most common one. It's called a C fold because it forms a kind of a letter C. So this being a vagina, which is slightly slanted, you insert the cup like that, and then you position it. Also, positioning can be a reason why it's leaking if it's not positioned well, because you're not supposed to feel it when you insert it. So after inserting it, whether you're sure or not that the cup is fully opened, 3 ways that you can check that your cup is fully open. One of them is running your finger around like this, running your finger around your opening, the opening of your vagina, just to make sure that every corner is opened. So sometimes you might insert the cup and say it looks something like this. It's not completely opened. So one of the things that I do, and I'm going to use the analogy of a bulb because that's the best analogy that I have, is after inserting, pinch as if you want to remove. Remember, removing, you have to pinch the base so that you can release the seal. So this being the cup inside your vagina, pinch the bottom like this and then rotate it, twist it. It's very easy. You should not be able to feel anything while rotating it. Just rotate it like that. Hope you guys can see. So this being the cup, just pinch to release the seal, then just rotate it. And this, even with me, I'm very experienced with using the cup, but just for peace of mind, just to know that I've actually fully opened the cup, I always pinch it and just rotate it immediately after inserting it. So the cup is inside. Whether or not you think it's opened, just pinch the base and then rotate it while squatting or one leg up. So it's pretty simple. So by doing that, you ensure that any part that had not completely opened is now open. And that's what you need. Like if it's not open, then it will leak, because then it means it looks something like this. You see, it looks something like that, which means that the holes have not completely, the 4 holes have not completely touched every aspect of your vagina. The other way, if you don't want to twist it, is after inserting it, pinch the base again. You can pinch the base, or you can just touch the stem. This part here is called the stem. So you can hold the stem and then try and move it around. So hope you can see it. So it being like this, try and move it around. Try and move it around, back and forth, side, twist it around, just to make sure that whichever part that wasn't open is open. And for you to know that it's now completely inside, it's now completely open, when you're trying to pull it, and this is also for people who are doing the rotating style, if you try and pull the stem, it will be difficult and it will be uncomfortable. That's also another way to make sure and to be confident that you've actually fully opened the cup, because it's uncomfortable and it's uncomfortable and it's hard to pull, because remember the 4 holes have already created the seal that you wanted to create in the first place. So that's a simple test of doing it. So 1, I'll just recap. 1 is to pinch the base as if you want to remove it. Pinch the base and then rotate it. Just rotate it 360 as if you're screwing in a bulb. That's the best analogy I can use. So rotate it 360. The other way is to run your finger around to make sure that it's completely open. So if you find a place that's not open, you can just kind of kind of pull it, push it in, and then it opens up. And the other way is to hold the stem. You hold this part, you hold the stem, and then just try to gently move it around. So move it back and forth, move it to the side. But the best way, the method that I also use, is just pinching the base as if I want to remove it, and then twisting it around. This you're doing while squatting, which is the best, or with one leg up. So I hope I've answered that question. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, because I always post videos on questions or issues regarding the menstrual cup. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.